Jai Hind students. Before I start my topic of today, I just want to ask you all that have you ever visited any factory where you have seen the production or synthesis of something? If yes, then definitely you must have observed that some waste is being produced, which afterwards is thrown out. In the same manner, the living cells of organisms, whether it is of plant or animals, work all the time in order to sustain life. Now, most of this work is done in the form of biochemical reactions. We call this biochemical reaction as metabolic activities or metabolism. Now, these biochemical reactions or the metabolic activities involves synthesis of proteins, fats, carbohydrates, hormones, pigments, oxidative breakdown of glucose, and many other catabolic and anabolic activities. During these biochemical reactions, some metabolites are produced which may be toxic and which may hamper the working of the cell or which may disturb the working of the cell. Another problem, sometimes it happens, the water and salt contents of the body, it may disturb the pH of the body fluids, or it may disturb the concentration of the ions, it may increase or decrease. So to regulate these two things, to regulate the metabolites which are toxic and the excess water and salts, the two processes are working in an organism. The first one is excretion and another is osmoregulation. Now, excretion, if we have to define, excretion is a biochemical process by which an organism gets rid of excess of toxic waste products of metabolism. If allowed to accumulate these products of organisms, cells would generally be harmful and prevent the maintenance of the steady state. Means the excretion where the excess, anything, the waste, whichever is being present in the body has to be thrown out or has to be excreted out. Now these waste can be solid, liquid and waste. Solid waste we have discussed in the process of digestion, where it is being thrown out by the process of defecation or egestion. Gaseous waste like the carbon dioxide we give out by the process of exhalation. The liquid waste like urine or the sweat is generally come out from our body. So for the liquid waste we have a system we call the excretory system that we will study in detail afterwards. The another process which is very important, that is osmoregulation. It is a process that maintains the amount of water and proper ionic balance in the body. Now it maintains the amount of water means the excess water is being given out as a waste, and the ionic balance means the potassium, sodium, chloride ions. This has to be properly balanced in the body. It maintains a constant osmotic condition. Osmotic condition means the proper osmotic pressure is maintained by the process of osmoregulation. Now what is osmotic pressure if you ask me? It means the pressure which actually prevents the flow of a pure solvent, okay, through the semi-permeable membrane. Now because of this, it regulates the sodium, potassium and chloride ions in the body. So these two processes are very important for the maintenance of the proper pH or proper ionic balance in the body. Now what are the importance of the excretion and osmoregulation? If we have to say the importance of excretion and osmoregulation, because if the waste is going to accumulate, it is very harmful and toxic. So the first importance of the excretion is excretion removes the unwanted byproducts of metabolic pathways which unnecessarily hinder the chemical equilibrium of reactions. Second, excretion removes many toxic chemical substances which damage the cells, acts as enzyme inhibitors or affect the metabolic activities of the organisms. The excretion and osmoregulation regulate the ionic concentration of body fluids. This is important because proper balancing of iron is necessary for enzyme activities, protein synthesis, production of hormones, permeability of membrane, muscle contraction, and many other metabolic activities. Now, for all these different activities, the proper ionic balance is very important, because as we have discussed earlier in our classes and in class 9th also, the muscle contraction, even the functioning of the neurons, it depends upon many ions like the sodium and potassium. So the proper balance is very much important for the functioning of these tissues or the cells of the body. It regulates the water content of the body fluids, which is very important in maintaining the solute potential and the volume of the body fluids. Excretion is a very important process in regulating the pH of the body fluid. So these are the different importance of process of excretion and osmoregulation. I hope this is clear to you. What is the importance of excretion and osmoregulation? Why the excretion is, and the different types of the waste that is being thrown out from our body. So this is all for today. In our next class, we will discuss about the excretion in different animals and plants. Thank you everyone.